Hi all. Today we are going to discuss the topic metafiction. What is metafiction? The term metafiction was coined in 1970 by William H. Gass in his book Fiction and the Figures of Life. Metafiction is a form of literature that emphasizes its own constructedness in a way that continually reminds the reader to be aware that they are reading or viewing a fictional work. Metafiction is self-conscious about language, literary form, and storytelling, and works of metafiction directly or indirectly draw attention to their status as artifacts. Forms. According to Werner Wolf, metafiction can be differentiated into four pairs of forms. 1. Explicit or implicit metafiction. 2. Direct or indirect metafiction. 3. Critical or non-critical metafiction. 4. Generally media-centered or truth or fiction-centered metafiction. Explicit or implicit metafiction. Explicit metafiction is identifiable through its use of clear metafictional elements on the surface of a text. It comments on its own artificiality and is quotable. Explicit metafiction is described as a mode of telling. An example would be a narrator explaining the process of creating the story they are telling. Direct and indirect metafiction. Direct metafiction establishes a reference within the text one is just reading. In contrast to this, indirect metafiction consists in meta-references external to this text, such as reflections on other specific literary works or journals. Critical or non-critical metafiction. Critical metafiction aims to find the artificiality or fictionality of a text in some critical way, which is frequently done in postmodernist fiction. Non-critical metafiction does not criticize or undermine the artificiality or fictionality of a text. For example, we used to suggest that the story one is reading is authentic. Generally media-centered or truth or fiction-centered metafiction. While all metafiction somehow deals with the medial quality of fiction or narrative and is thus generally media-centered. In some cases, there is an additional focus on the truthfulness or inventedness, fictionalities of a text, which merits mention as a specific form. The important works. Lawrence Sterne, The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, Gentleman. David Lodge, The British Museum is Falling Down. Jasper Ford, The Air Affair.